and I don't want to. Hey, we're up.
We're live from Spolpot, live Zorch, the capital city of
Da,
Spolpot.
da, 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 da. Live from Slovakia, live from Slovakia. I'm live Slovakia today.
Where the 9 circle games are being held.
If you can't see the Olympics, you're just not trying. It's been fun though.
It really has. The 9 circle games quite different from the Olympic games. There are 9 circles, right? One, two, three, four, five, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 circles in the Olympic. Oh, I gotta check.
I
I gotta
think
check.
I think 6, 7,
7.
and they're not circles. They're slightly oblong. They just look like circles to the untrained eye. In fact, maybe our Olympic Games should be 9 squares, so the people who play ping pong don't feel so left out.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to get upset unnecessarily.
We want you to get upset, but not so that you get upset unnecessarily.
Right.
By the way, I saw Sherlock Holmes with Jeremy Brett last night, and I love the way he calls for his housekeeper, Mrs. Hudson, Mrs. Hudson, and she always, how dare you take my potted plant? She says, I dare, and she keeps walking. By the way, my outfit today is an example of the difference between my sister and myself. She went to Italy this summer, and I got the SBQR hat. I went to Wenatchee, and I got this T-shirt. She was never going to go to Wenatchee, so I had to go. But I didn't go to Italy. That was my big mistake this summer. She's still talking about it, Vinnie. She's having dreams in Italian.
there are 5 circles in
5.
the Olympics. So I like the no games.
Well, 5 is so close to 9 that a lot of people go 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. A lot of people do that.
Well, I think
That's the way Donald. It's the way J.D. Vance counts: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
yeah, because he leaves out working or
Or you
for
can
working.
dance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, like in the cartoons. They always dance a dum 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 dum
Greatest
dum.
cartoon, okay? Greatest cartoon Warner Brothers has ever did
Yeah.
is the one where they do it. I forget what club they do it at, but they do it at a happening Hollywood, and they just go from table to table. There's no one character. It's the announcer, and he's just look. There's Humphrey Bogart.
Oh,
They
that
have a cartoon Humphrey Bogart. And look, there's Lana Turner. Lana Turner,
they do.
she
They
does
do it one
funny.
line. The Bonzo Dog Band did something like that, but it was a comedy record. Remember the intro outro where all they do is introduce the band, and it takes forever to introduce the band because there's like 10,000 people in the band. On vibraphone, Biff Jiggerman. Doom, 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 doom. On Thor's
I've
hammer,
heard
Adolf
the bass
Hitler.
band. That was theirs too, right? Right, I'll be your bass man.
Yep. The
Uh,
Bonzo Dog Band. If you don't know it, it's not my fault. Go learn about the Bonzo Dog Band, and listen to intro outro, a band introduction that goes on forever.
yes. Anyway, so yes, there we are in Slovakia.
Slovakian team is they don't win, but they know how to conduct themselves like champions of Europe or Eastern Europe or Southern Asia, depending on where Slovakia is. We're not entirely certain. We don't
Well,
know even
no,
what borders Slovakia.
it's next to Vladimir Putin's the intersection of Lithuania and
And
right up in that
Stalin
corner.
It's up there. I thought it was down by Tajikistan.
Oh, maybe they moved it.
Well, we can't figure out what borders on Slovakia. If we knew what it was next to, it would be easier to find on the map. But no one will tell us, and no one has ever told us. So, yeah.
But yet people find it.
Oh, you just go on 66A, you're there.
Well, that no, well, you see, that's the thing. 66A
It's the
is
way.
not
It's the
quite
way it.
finished.
It's the way it used to be.
So you have to go 66A for a certain way, and then you have to go on 66. But they have recently in the Spolpaki minister of Zoom, have announced that only electric cars are going to be allowed
Well,
on
also you
66.
you have to take the frontage road. There's no signs. So you got to look for it, and that causes problems.
They're they're sick of cleaning up after oil cars. They're sick of cleaning up gas spills. They're sick of cleaning up. Henry Schmertz, who is the guy who's cleaning up the road,
Henry
is
Schmertz.
Henry Schmertz. He's the head of DEI.
Well, the funny thing about Shupaki is they never understood the nomenclature. When it was time to fill it up, they took that literally. That led to a lot of problems with gas and oil.
Well, yeah, you say fill it up to a spot. He thinks you mean the interior of the car.
My point exactly.
So now you have all these people driving around with
50 gallons of
50%
gasoline in the
gasoline
back seat. Yeah. Do you
in their
smell
car.
something? No.
Here, let me light my cigarette. And I'll tell you what happens.
Yeah. Let me. I'll look for the. It's under my seat. Let me light my lighter.
Which leads to one of the greatest things about living in Spolpakia. If
And that's.
you need a part for your car, you don't have to go to a junkyard.
It'll come to you.
60. There's parts of cars all up in the trees.
And by the way, if you're visiting that part of the world and you want to go to Russia, there's room in the prisons this morning. If you want to be a so-called journalist, you want to go and investigate somebody, you want to be a political big mouth, this would be the time because there's lots of room in the prisons.
Yeah, and they're that was a wild scene yesterday.
I like the coming home party because it wasn't fixed, it wasn't organized, it wasn't people saying you said there were people wandering around like what's going on over here? Who's next coming off the plane? Did we get them all? Is that everybody? Well, here, take a pen from
Yeah,
me.
did you see it at the end of it? Biden actually went up into the plane and looked to make sure there was nobody left.
Anybody here?
Wait a minute, I thought there was six coming. Hang on.
You guys said there'd be sandwiches. Is there going to be sandwiches?
Oh, that was just back at the hangar. The Air Force kitchen opened up late last night, and let them come in and put out a spread. They put out a spread. They made some egg salad sandwiches. I mean, what kind of food would you like when you get to the United States? One guy said, "I said in and out." I go, that ain't gonna happen.
We didn't have dips and chips in prison.
Yeah, they didn't give us dips and chips. Everything they gave us was barely cooked. As a matter of fact, I had fishing with a deer one night
Still in the mouth of the bear.
while I was eating it. Love those.
Well, those guys have lots of stories to tell, but how they got there is going to be an interesting. Remember the day you went? You said it was going to be okay, and you thought you had to go, and you said you must go, and then you went. What was that all about?
Yeah, it's you know
Where did you think you were going?
nobody had. Well, it's like these people that go to Iran and Iraq and places like. And listen, I'm probably as guilty. I mean, I went to Cuba, but Cuba was in a period of detente when I went to Cuba. I mean, we were
They
we
weren't
were
grabbing.
actually
They weren't
talking
grabbing
about
people. Yeah,
normalizing relationships,
they weren't kidnapping people. Plus, you brought baseballs with you, which is a safe passage.
right? Which is the key to safe passage. Used to be blue jeans in the Soviet Union, wasn't it? You
Now,
like
when you run out of baseballs, you got a problem.
yeah. Once you run out of baseballs, your ass is grass. But I don't know. Maybe they just should have stayed out of there. Maybe they just, I went for a wedding. Another guy went. I don't even really know the reason he went to whaling. Um,
The whole idea of the trials are funny. This guy gets 20 years. This guy gets 16 years. What did he do to get 16 years? That was the number that came up. Don't we don't discuss these things.
well, I'll tell you what it's a clear
It's like the
indicator was.
California Super Lotto.
It was a clear indicator to me that Trump is not going to be in it.
Isn't it funny how quickly that changed? You know what? You know what he did that was so weird that no president candidate has done? He didn't get a post convention bump. He got nothing.
Well, he got nothing, but he gave nothing. What did he give? What did he give to people? J.D. Vance.
He gave a couple sidelong glances, gave a couple dirty looks to his grandchildren.
He had a chance to, to do some damage. All he had to keep his mouth shut.
Oh,
All
Vinnie.
he had to do was like a human being.
Smile and wave, point to the ear. Look, I got shot.
All he had to do was go to that National Association of Journalists convention
And say nothing.
and just keep his mouth shut and answer their questions. Say, I'm sorry I said what I said.
No, never.
Um,
Well, the funny thing about Trump is that there was an assassination attempt just weeks ago, and nobody even thinks about it anymore. That's history. It's behind us. It doesn't count. It counts for nothing. It never happened. It never was a factor. The whole bump that he should have gotten from that, the support, the wellspring of people feeling sorry for him. That poor guy. He never asked for this. He was a big mouth and he was an idiot, but he shouldn't have been shot.
right.
None of that. None of that happened. It's been
First,
Kamala,
so
Kamala, Kamala, Kamala.
it happened in the convention among his people, not among the general public,
Just among the cognoscente.
among his people who were at that convention. It happened, and he, as he is prone to do, stepped on his dick once again.
It's more like a stomp.
Yeah,
It
I,
was
I
like
mean,
the
I mean,
Deauville surfer stomp.
he stepped on his dick once again, and he got what he deserved.
The kids in Bristol do the Bristol stomp.
Len,
If you leave town and you're in South Bristol, nobody doing the stomp. Nobody does the South Bristol stomp. There is no such thing.
um, I don't know. It's a long way to the election, so it's hard to say that anybody's a mortal lock to lose this thing so far.
Well,
And
CNN tried this morning. Jobs are down. Kamala Harris is done.
yeah, they're turning into the New York Post of television. Um,
For those who don't know, the New York Post, which has been in constant publication since Hamilton was the Secretary of the Treasury, sometimes gets carried away with their headlines. They're not always factual or checked. Where we're going with this, it's not necessarily the news. We're going with the front page.
yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go with the front page and see what we got. Um,
According to the New York Post, the kids in Bristol are Cypress thistles.
it's a
When they do the Bristol stomp.
oh my god. Anyway, so
It wasn't
yeah,
a hit record, but it was a record, not necessarily a hit record.
it was a hit back here, man. People all over the place with the Len Berry. Len Berry put that record in every jukebox on the state board. You like it, or you like it.
Every jukebox in Queens. That's the worst thing you can hear in the record business. Where's my record? It's on every jukebox in Queens. Oh no, not that.
Now I'm taking any money.
But Cameo Parkway, yeah, that's just the front. Don't worry about that. Don't even look at that. We got that. Forget about it.
Yeah, you see that ad on that label? Nobody lives there.
There's nobody home.
Nobody there. Hey, go collect your money.
It's going to be in quarters.
Here's $10, kid. Have a good time.
Go get some lunch. Here's $10.
Oh my God.
That's coming off the top, by the way. Those come off your royalties.
Kids in Bristol are sharp as Bristol.
Well, it rhymed. It wasn't the best lyric, but it did rhyme.
I liked. I truly liked that song. I remember I had a girlfriend at one time who hated it, so I used to sing it to her all the time.
Just to drive her crazy.
Kamala Harris has the votes needed to formally be the nominee. She has won enough delegates to secure the nomination.
Now put on a good show in Chicago. Put on a great show. I mean, get the right people, get the right introduction, get Obama, get Clinton, get all the presidents, get George Bush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Liz
get
Cheney.
George Bush. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Have
um,
a Republican night.
and you know what I think would look cute
Tell me.
is if they had 1,000 actors and 500 of them like hippies from the '60s, and 500 of them up as Chicago police,
And
and they
do a
walk
ballot.
around outside the convention center arm in
The,
arm.
the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching.
It'd be the greatest publicity stunt in the world.
I think they should have a salute to the Olympic night. Bring out the Olympic stars. Katie Ledecky, Simone Biles, all the greats.
Yeah, it should. Yeah,
America on parade.
it'll be worth watching.
It's got to be a good show. We know what the outcome's going to be. We don't know who the vice president's going to be. We can take a wild guess, but your guess is as good as mine at this point. Vinny's going with the senator from Arizona.
Yeah, I'm still liking Mark Kelly. Although, Tim Walz is really starting to look good too.
Well, it's got to be somebody. The relationship between vice president and president changed in the Obama administration, where Obama kept uh, Joe Biden by his side for all the decision making process, which
Right.
Joe continued with Kamala, and I think it falls to her to continue that relationship. She's got to get somebody she can rely on who will be in the room for all the decision making process. Not
And
like
that's why.
Harry Truman never met FDR, didn't know where he lived, wasn't quite certain what he looked like. But does the president mention me? Not today, Harry. We'll talk. We'll call.
He ordered a ham sandwich, Harry. On days he orders a ham sandwich, he doesn't want to know who you are.
You know suits, right? You were in haberdashery. Get some suits. Go get some. Get a couple suits.
Harry, the president passed away. Oh my God.
Are
Let's
you kidding?
go get somebody over to the house. Oh, no, a week ago.
What does that mean for me? Well, to be truthful, Harry, not much.
Yeah, you put a suit and a tie on and meet us at the Capitol in about an hour. Take care of things.
Yeah, we're going to need you for pictures.
Because the military-industrial complex is now running this country.
You probably remember this. What was his middle initial?
Harry Truman?
Mm-hmm. There was something odd about it.
Harry S.
Harry S. Truman, correct. But there wasn't. It didn't stand for Stephen or Succotash. It stood for nothing. It was just S without a period.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know if I knew that.
What's your middle name? S. No, I mean your middle name. S.
Well, maybe he was going to go with a confirmation name of O.
Possible.
Then he
You
would
hear about
be
that?
S-O.
Like an SO station?
Yeah, exactly. Mikey, I'm going to wrap it up because
You're on your way to big things.
I'm on my way to get some. Last night that I saw the little guy from Con Edison. Remember the little guy from Con Edison that used to hold the jackhammer piece of work equipment?
Is he the guy that wore the helmet? He had a little worker's helmet.
And he
Yeah,
had
okay.
that jackhammer.
And if you shook hands with him, he was like, Zzz.
Yep. Funny feeling. I'm going to be seeing him in about an hour and a half. So I'm going to get completely lubricated so I don't remember anything about it.
Don't forget the lubrication. That'll be the last thing you say.
Yeah, I think that Monday is. I'm not going to be here. I'm almost positive that Monday I'm gone.
It will heal up. Then he's
I'm
got some oral surgery.
I'm thinking Tuesday.
Just let me know.
The Mystic.
Text me, write me, call me.
Yeah, I'll text you, call you, and hope everybody says a little prayer for me because this is easy. This is major surgery in my mouth. So
you're going to be fine, and you're going to have the most beautiful smile. Good luck.
Yeah. Kids, when your mother tells you to brush your teeth 3 times a day, you do it. Believe me.
Herb Cain used to say, "Forget about it," but he didn't mean it.
Yeah. All right, man. I will
get
with you
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Hopefully Monday.
To be TBD, okay?
TBD. But thank you for listening to the show. And if the Lord's willing, the creek don't rise, I'll see you in short order. Mikey, peace, love, and Manischewitz, baby.
What a wine. Good luck, Ben.
Thanks, man. See you, Mikey.